I think, does it have to update? Is it performing first time setup? All right. Let me make sure game capture's getting the 7 miles. Yep. I hear it, I don't see it. Why isn't it? I hear it, I don't see it. It's literally not showing up on my screen. Oh. Okay. You know what the craziest thing is? You all see it. I would just let this through. Wait, what the heck is this game? Okay, so you know the weird thing? Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. You all see it on the stream. I see it in my OBS. It's not on my screen though. It's because it tabs itself out for some reason. Like I can click in it now, but like when I first opened it, it wouldn't tab in. That's so weird. We're gonna put master volume down a little bit. So prioritize quality or speed. I mean, alright, I think that's good. So anyway, Colonel Sanders looking like a snack, no pun intended. He's a pretty old man. I mean, for white hair, you know? I love how there's an option to continue even though I don't have a game. I haven't made a game yet, so I don't know how I can continue. So, okay, what's our name? Is it Snoopy again? Are we going Snoopy? Snoopy it is. Too bad. My name's Snoopy. Look at that chicken and biscuits. I'm not doing Jonesy. Oh my goodness. Oh man. You sleep softly. So it just jumps right into this. Here we go. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Oh man, the K-pop. Oh, I get it, K-pop. Smack that clock up and at him. Throw the clock at the window and stay in bed forever. What's the I like that that's there. Throw the clock at the window. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over! Speedrun complete! Any percent world champion, boys! Woo! I'm a world record holder! Let's get it! 80% world record. Great stream, boys. Great stream. Let's try that again. Yeah, appreciate. Hey man, greatly appreciate playing the game worth the 25K, bro. Okay, yada. Wake up. Smack that arm up and at him, dude. Peanut banana crump, my dude. Thank you so much. 26 months, bro.
Hope
really
you are
do
having
appreciate
a great day
it.
and today been good. I will be busy this weekend with some job I haven't get the good money for the weekend. Do you have any tips on vlogging stuff?
I feel it, dude. I'm busy this weekend as well, so I get it. Tips on vlogging stuff. The real big tip with vlogging is in the editing to cut out anything that's unnecessary, because you'll have vlogs that are like half an hour long and like half of it nothing's happening. So if you're not talking or you're not showing something, cut it. We don't need to see it. It's okay to have like 50 cuts in one section because most people don't really notice anyway. It all just kind of flows anyway. So if you're gonna do a vlog, either talk or show something. And if you're not, you can still record until something happens, but in editing, cut out that part because it just makes time that nobody wants to watch. So it's all in the editing. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling and think about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and find yourself and your imagination get away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit thinking about, now we gotta take this seriously. Better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair equals combed, pits equal deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. What is biscuits for breakfast? What's that all about? Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Hot. Standing in the quad, you gaze up at the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. I actually knew someone named Miriam. She did not look like that, though. She also had zero butt, so we're not even going to get into that. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Snoopy. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous, okay? Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but like when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. Like, what if I'm no good? What if I fail? Yeah! Big Wolf Games, 17 months. Appreciate it, dude. Dude, Colonel Sanders makes me fail NNN every single day, dude. You know what I'm saying? Not just because of the way he looks, but his food, like, it's not finger looking good for nothing, you know what I mean? Get a peel and chat from my dude, Mr. Big Wolf Games. I appreciate the ongoing love and support, bro. Thank you. Anyway, classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies, playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But what if University Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters? I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. What a loser! Should you pep talk her or change the subject? Got a pep talk her. You got this, girl. Eyes forward, chest up. Get your head in the game. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? That in a direction I didn't think that was going for at all. The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? Oh, the lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Yes, that was Santa, but that's besides the point. I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time. I don't know why she's posing like that. She's like trying to, I don't know, force lightning me, like. As you talk Miri up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I would have had these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your book and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hand and onto the ground. Hey! Is that how you spell Ashley? Ashley? Can we just call her Ho? It's Ho, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Yeah, I lost. Bruh. Hello, Ho? I don't know. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Snoopy's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ho. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone else. If anyone here knows what perfect skin looks like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. I mean, this girl's got thighs, you know what I'm saying? Van. You rain. You thought it was Van, but it was me, Dio! You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van Van have just been as close to you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now.
Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us.
With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers! As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to us. Bro, it's Timmy Turner. I can't believe it. Ew, what the Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hey Pop, I'm Snoopy. So, are you gonna make me hold the door all day? Oh, nope. And with that, the young man walks in the building ahead of you. Yeah, child obesity looking, stupid looking, too much Kentucky Fried Chicken looking. I can't even say that. Is it just me or is he kind of cute? Oh my goodness. Hi, my name is Snoopy! I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in, keeping themselves busy, chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable! Look at it! It's a corgi professor! He's so cute. Wait, he can talk. Sprinkles! Now quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of USCAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess it's only Dog's nose that's capable of picking up all the nuisances of fine dining. I mean, this is the biggest cutscene ever. This is the video game. This isn't a cutscene. This is the video game. This is the whole thing. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around as you swirl, as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fills the air. I'm chilly. Somebody close the window. And then, he walks in. Oh my god! Okay. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Holland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot.
Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely.
Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same Oh, no, that's me. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all of your really weird insults? Besides, when Snoopy sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at his shimmer. You take a moment to clearing yourself up. That $5 fill up, you know what I mean? It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot! What am I playing, guys? Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await for you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there may even be really adorable tiny food. And when it is all said and done, there will be a battle! And you will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom, interrupts the professor's rousing speech. I'm running out of voices here. I don't know if I can do another. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really missed quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable! Even Clink made it in here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Okay. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkle walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking, based on what I'm picking up here. You definitely need some multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart to talk is smart, but tough is well known. Thank you, you're welcome. You said to try and butter up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Beef treat, rubber ball, chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks into it. His favorite! Well, 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 I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Hold on to that forever. Never washing this hand again. See the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying around a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times, you know? Someone call Shattuck! The furries are here! Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Snippy, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. Oh! Do we sit by our best friend or do we cozy up with the Colonel, you know what I mean? Listen, I think we take a little nice sit with the Colonel. Get to know him a little bit better. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Alright, we're sitting with the Colonel. Here we go. We're gonna sit on his lap. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I only have 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way to ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. Look at that bicep. You see that on his arm? That man's got some biceps. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yeah, wait. Yay, a quiz about me. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at a culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. A train A is traveling to a point B and train B is traveling to point A. How important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... Doesn't make sense. Feather? That's right, a slam dunk. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Spork? That's right! What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat! Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right! Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's the best boy, dude! That's right! Your total score is perfect! Well, be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Snoopy! You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points! Yeah! May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Mm-hmm. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, howdy folks, I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers. And then Obama walks in. But shh. Lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath. Were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating! For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that.
What do you think? What do you think we want? Your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, I guess I was like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful, and at that moment, it was just kind of the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please.
Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his!
Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Swim towards the light. Savor the moment, everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. I think in the middle one, yeah, I like this one. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? A piece out of his butt? Wait, what? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef? What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'm really willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got two more whole days to get to know each other. Move this down here. There we go. He's clearly not going to give it up that easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use redacted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Redacted. Wow, you never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some of it you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. No, so you know what's funny though? Can I just for a moment here, let me, I want to see if this is still true, because this was true for a while. It is true. All right, so for a while, and it's still true to this day, the KFC Twitter only follows 11 people. And those 11 people stand for the 11 herbs and spices. And if you click on them, it's 11, no, it's one, how many is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people named Herb, and then the 5 Spice Girls. So it's 5 Spice Girls and then 6 herbs, 11 herbs and spices. It's funny. It's kind of it's meta, but it's funny. Somebody went out of their way on purpose to do that, and they deserve a raise. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength, wow him with a big idea, add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Snoopy. Randy, you don't mind me hitting on Colonel Sanders, do you?
I don't care.
Did you mix some of the...
I tried. I apparently put way too much in it.
Let me try.
So I had to siphon it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's that aftertaste that you can...
A little bit.
Oh. That... Oh.
I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only...
Yeah, this game totally needed a narration of Snoopy trying to get Colonel Sanders bulgy whoa. He's gonna whip out you to the powers. Dat ain't just you of herbs and spices in his chicken
Spices.
and daddy hee. I regret nothing.
Bunga, thanks for 41 months peels in chat. I know. I'm sorry, I can't. I know we've only... Sorry. Hold on. Ugh. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where that afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show off our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show off our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything except for Colonel Sanders in the back, and that's only if he lets you. Except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans if you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. I am okay. Thank you for asking. Welcome students to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. That doesn't help Bunga's resub message at all. Just pounce. I don't like that word. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Man, I'm so forward. She's crying. Look at her. She's like, brrr. Well, maybe she'll think twice before looking like a Pokemon character. You know what I mean? Want to be my partner? Sure, Snoopy. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Oh no! Hello, new partner. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being forever. Who should you take for Miriam's partner? Yo, guys, do we take Tomboy, Pop, Bob, whatever, or Clank, who I don't even know if he actually is sentient or not. Like, this is... You guys are... Clank. All right, Pop it is. Clank it is. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school is at this juncture. Clink is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clink might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. Tissue, I hardly know you. When did Moo get into this game? You know what? That's this could be Moo. We can make Clank Moo. Yeah, Josh, a cameo. Clink judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. That's exactly how Moo is too. Like he just kind of and something falls off of him. That's how you know he likes you. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare. Easy enough. It's fancy. You don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potato and gravy. That's the one right there. That's it. He loves it. I'm so in there. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders cast a coy look to you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd know better to keep your fingers off of my man.
Did someone call for me?
No geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Snoopy's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into a boiling water and turns his attention to you and your friends. Sounds like Pokemon music. Do you hear that? Absolutely Pokemon music. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Snoopy was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick, or my thighs between your face. Nothing about that makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, her forever bestie, who will always have your back. Now, we've been like shoving Miriam to the side for, Turn to Colonel Sanders. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Snoopy as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Snoopy's natural talent or their loyalty. I mean, you might be right, Wolfsbane, but listen, she got some thighs, dude. I don't care whose face it is. Somebody's face has got to take advantage of those thighs, you know what I mean? What's up, Cheesy? Welcome, dude. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. Dude, it does. It really does. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. I'm sorry, this is so stupid. Composure. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. Yeah, gotta resist. No, not November. Oh. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping spork fill up. And when you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spork-filled mashed potatoes right into her stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Scooping a fingerful, Van decides to taste the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Snoopy. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect nothing better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Wait, what? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand.
Mashed potatoes with gravy?
Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
You ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van, swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about his dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. It's too late. It's been eaten.
I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good.
It killed him! Yikes, bro! Murder! Everyone stand back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his obvious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're as motionless as statues. This is not how this is supposed to go. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choked, he's so mad, but he... It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has he's poisoned, guys. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad, neon glow, and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. Oh, wait, that's me. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. I'm sorry. It's so stupid. Shut up, Moo. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Snoopy? There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I thought I had it figured out. I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting like a lot of weights, like so many weights.
We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Hey, no, you, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. You bang Van. Yikes, dude.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
Yikes! What the I didn't think I was gonna get jump scared in this game. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero! The heck? What is this game?
I think I left the fridge open. Later, nerds!
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! Do-do-do-do-do! What will I do? Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Which attack do you use? Cook with love! It's super effective! 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Gotta go on the attack, guys. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Ooh, Spork Monster's feeling really threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focus their mashed mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How do you respond? Time to defend. You decide to defend. Which defense do you use? You hold your hand between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening. This is not happening." This is not happening. This is not happening. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack. You take 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive. Better attack. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. 1 damage. He's oozing with cheese sauce. I wonder who this is. Who's going to clean this up? Zunmaster.
1624 bonus 162.
That's a weird number, but listen, I appreciate it. I love you, dude. 1624. That's my pin number. That's scary. How did you know that? We're going to have a talk later. Get a pog in the chat for my dude Zunmaster. I love you, brother. 162 plus 162 4 plus 162 brings you to 1786 top bid donor of the month. Going to be top bid donor of the month. At the end of the month, somebody surpasses your top bid donation. I can't speak. I love you, Zund. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for being top bid donor of the month. Love you, brother. It was nice seeing you at TwitchCon, by the way. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Suddenly, Colonel Standers steps in. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Punch! It does 10 damage! So if it does 10 damage at 1,000 chickens, how much damage does 1 chicken do? Alright, chat, come on. What is it? That's right, 1/100th of a damage. Good job, Bunga, I'm proud of you. It's so stupid. What am I doing with my life? Spork Monster's defeated. Highlighted message, Zunmaster. Highlighted message. I see that. Thanks, brother. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare the wretchless beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow, foreshadowing. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said, foreshadowing. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. Whoa, we got a special item! Appears to be a cookbook, but upon a closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out was Borko. Dude, what a loser. Highlighted message, Moo, his dick is huge. Shut up! Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Ooh! Look at all the chicken! Look at all these chickens! You're awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or... And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Epic Vine reference, dude. It's probably just because he trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You met up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Clank. Oh my god, dude. He's a robot. I can't. Brandy, I can't do this.
What?
She fell in love with a robot.
Who? What?
The girl. She's like, I love the robot. I like him.
Okay. Let her fucking have feelings for a robot, goddammit.
But we know that the feelings won't be returned. It's a robot. It doesn't have feelings.
You don't have feelings.
I mean, I try, okay?
Okay.
I love you too. I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. Like, I like him. We got to talking after class. He's actually a total sweet guy. Not only that, but he's like really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was like so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. He was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. He was also the convertible? He was the convertible. Apparently, he was the convertible, guys. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cook language translation there. Yes. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy like I am with Colonel Sam. We're not taking it slow at all, bro. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. You sure did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. I am. Thank you, video game. Thank you. I needed that today.
You're not great.
See what I put up with, guys? I love you too. You're great.
I'm okay.
You're amazing. I love you so much.
Love you.
You have an idea of how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why didn't he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show off what he meant, and he said that it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was like anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share the interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so it's not gonna be much use. Yeah, liberal. Did you know liberal has more than one meaning? Whoa! Please, 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 please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Make up a fake ingredient. I ain't gonna backstab the Colonel. Bruh. I am not make up a fake ingredient. How about it was Eye of Newts? No, dude, that was so fake. You couldn't have just said like, I don't know, butter? Bruh. Eye of Newt, wow. She immediately turns around, does some thumb typing on her phone. You can't quite see. That's probably not good. Let's see. She immediately, she's like, I'm gonna tell the world. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Colonel Sanders arrives on a horse. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear. I wish he would do that to me. And it goes running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have! I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said! Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Snippy just gets really nervous around people they like. Shut up, Miriam! Wait, that's not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and they were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink. Like, a huge, you're looking at me sweating. He's like, can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into school. Yep. Enter the classroom. Your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something very bad. By the way, they're hiding it, you know, must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad, maybe? Question mark. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Act like you're not interested. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds like a magical spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Yeah, this is pretty great so far, manga. Oh, you and the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you know how to... Oh, you know a good meal if it ain't you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache, pancake. I don't know what that says.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you found in the counter with the Sporg monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice they haven't been studying the book. They've just got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Hey, we're playing. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clink must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of balls.
Oh, you made Clink Clink cry. Oh. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Van Van jumps to attack Clink, but Clink shocks Van Van and sends him flying. I knew he liked Clink. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career, aspirations to focus on. Lofty career, I don't got one, whatever. Maybe I can help you with your business plans. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal, but he's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent this morning chasing a car all around town and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Snoopy? Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? We're going for the biscuit. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles, an example of his own culinary talents. You reach for it when he jumps out and bites into your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Is this the end? You feign in darkness, but something is there. The spork monster? Borko, what are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend, whoever you are. The pepper? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. You wait, what? I lost, but got recovered. I don't know, it's weird. Air in the water. You save the water. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper is triggering an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you important message, ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy... You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should have paid better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday, question mark. Come on, it's time for lunch. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. Stay hydrated, dude. Your rivals enter and make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Step up and tell them you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Fool. I'll pay the fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Snoopy. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports scene court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Then a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words "Timer ready." Now that's what I'm talking about. Woo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly, the foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. It boils 100 to turn the heat. 100 Fahrenheit. That's wrong. You're right. What were you thinking? Get your head in the game. You're gonna need to season this chicken. But you have an idea. How many herbs and spices does he use? Has he used? 11. That's right. But at least you're headed in the right direction. Now that you've got on 100, I'm so stupid. What state of mind offers the most flavor? I don't know. That's right. I don't know what the answers are. Your classmates are rooting for you. But yeah, they're stronger and faster. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meet, meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. What would be a great way to harness that energy? Where does it come from? Small town where dreams are born. There you go. I don't know. Oh, woo! You try to shut out the noise of the area and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong. What do you mean? Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders is out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Snoopy. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you totally forgot you were doing. All you think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonsful of gravy? What? They all said Colonel Sanders blowing you a kiss. You're stranded in a desert with only one desert cooking book. Which one do you take? What a honk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're failing! You and Colonel walking along the beach. What's that have to do with chicken? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. The next station, they've already planted elements. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough in a standard mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Ay, yikes! Zerp zerp. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing your personal touch. Mrrr. You might not have any hands, but Snoopy does. It's a good chef needs to be touching the dough and know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was, but you immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Snoopy, no! But you're not fast enough. Your hand gets stuck and immediately crushed by the quicking spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way... Oh, wait. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. See, that was rigged from the start, dude. Ah, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, wouldn't be a fair compare the two on the account of Snoopy's injury. So really, I was like, the hand saved me. So, you see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to the desserts. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find an array of delights, taking you on a journey of a flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Snoopy to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it? Oh, you! As he places a sauce-covered finger on his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something to his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Put yourself between Colonel and Ashley. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. Oh! This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that for later. I guess me and the Colonel have more in common than I thought, because that's what I say all the time. Isn't that right, Randy? Randy?
What?
Colonel goes, this goatee just isn't a fashion. The food is stuck in it. I was saving that flavor for later.
Oh.
It's something I would say, right?
I guess.
I say that all the time. What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's true. Game over? What? What do you mean game over? What do you mean? What do you mean game over? Okay, we're gonna not do that though. Stop wasting everyone's time. Gotta replay it all. I suck at this. Is everything a competition with you two?
Yes.
Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn, to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? I don't know how you fail, right? I need to eat. If I'm gonna have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of becoming a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already bought my own lunch. Snoopy, you should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. Oh, it's so tiny. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down and a tartlet for dessert. Tartlet. It only takes about 5 seconds to eat the tiny food, but it's just what you need for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. I guess we're battling anyway. You gotta stop to the madness. It's a sportsing court. The timer, so I guess we're doing this battle. I just think I got too many things wrong, so here we go. The battle you'll get. Best believe it. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Alright, it's 100 Celsius. That's right. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Now that's motivating. Alright. Have an idea? 11 herbs and spices. Alright. Now that you got some basic steps going, let's do this. What is it? Vigilance? Gratitude? That's right! Okay, cool. And then, small town with big dreams. That's right! Awoo! What's the sound of success? Silence. That's right! You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Snoopy. See, guys, he believes in me. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome. But yeah, no, I totally don't know what I'm doing. I'm just Colonel Sanders. What were you thinking? Get your mind back in the competition. Grrr. You're stranded on a desert with only one cookbook. Which one do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? Should be focused on the challenge. You're failing. What's that even have to do with... I don't know. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. What am I supposed to do? What? There's nothing I can do! What do you mean? So, like, oh, my hand gets stuck no matter what I do. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. So, yeah, we're just gonna skip through this a little bit. Skip, skip, skip. Alright. Internalize the rage you feel. Burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. I guess that was the right choice. I don't know. I don't know. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and they decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. It's fine, and can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. Yikes, that's forward. I'll never be a master chef. Failure's a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I can't speak, guys. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now. But it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I have to give. The heavy British accent in the beginning is just it's a soft voice. That's what he has. The British accent's for the dog. One to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. Or was that supposed to be me? I don't know. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you are interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster! Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back after the whole fight to the death thing, but maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night is gonna really rile a person up. I also wanted to apologize for that way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magical spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I should really rely on such dark evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent for those who would cheat them through sorcery and gully. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. It sounds like there were some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Snoopy, together I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss? What? A personal invite? Can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Ooh, he's got some nice digs. Look at that view. Look at that. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his... I thought it said his thighs for a moment. I was going to be like... It looks like you live an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you ever been working on a new recipe of your own lately? Or have you been working on a new recipe? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Nice what now? I didn't say anything. What did you say? Well, there is something. It's just a side dish I've been thinking or tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. If it's mac and cheese, it's mac and cheese. His eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish he might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Bro, reveal it. We got it. He shared a secret with us, so we share one back. Here we go. You decide that you're ready, as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh, it's ew. Ugh. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' looks hideaway. What's up, Speedy Jellyfish? Why, bro? Why not? Magnificent. Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw till just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room, various items you can look closer. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Notice a realistic stuffed chicken on the corner table. You pick it up, you realize it isn't realistic. It's real! Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial 111111, the safe opens. Inside, you find a single note. I shouldn't have opened this. Tap on an item discovered. What did it even say? Adorable little baby boy. Oh, he had a little goatee from the beginning. Yikes. Who just frames a baby picture of just themselves? Yeah, I guess so, right? Oh, wait. The door open. Wait, I want to see this view. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out to the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? What? No, I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with the breeze. Yeah, dude, this guy is so forgettable. What's this? Take a closer look at the large urn sitting in a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Poor guy. What's this? Oh. Yo, steal the hair, dude! A lock of silver hair is woven in the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize the hair isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Scented candle. Identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? Nice. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's blank! I mean, redacted! Tap on an item to discover. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Why am I putting on his clothes now? The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. Oh, yikes. Before you look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. Yikes. He wants you to taste the new dish. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh, the jacket. You forget to take it off. You decide it's your moment to make a big move. No, let's fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get away with my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Snoopy. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence! Hot. You awake the beautiful morning and Colonel... Dude, we spent the night after 2 days, bro. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today's a day that could change the rest of your life. Think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about, redacted. In some jurisdictions, redacted isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of him. I mean it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. That does look delicious, actually. Why can't KFC food actually taste as good as it looks? You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting for you to ask an important question. So would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such a confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. What a nerd! And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? This is all happening so quickly. Actual loser, dude. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and go home. There's still one more day of school. Why am we running away? Just hug him around the waist and tell him that, you know, just... Ah. Anyway, your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Oh man, she slept with the robot. I have been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, we can go on. Let's just talk about me for a moment. Sure, but you will not believe what happened after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clink, he asked to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful, because I ain't that type of girl. But he was just so interesting in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Listen, I'm sorry. Okay, so there's this girl I knew that really tried to convince me that she wasn't a hoe, right? She's like, listen, I don't sleep with guys on the first date. Well, except for this one time, this one guy. But that was a one-time thing, I swear. I'm not a hoe. And I'm like, whatever. Don't put out on the first date, girls. Don't do it. Yeah, she has to try to convince me. Yeah, that's an issue. Yep. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she say skydiving? What? And I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell the whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night might be just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from the whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Yikes, that's too bad. She was my friend. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not grasp that fact, because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order one up for you right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you guys pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school?
There's this horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You got some nerves, Snoopy, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Snoopy, how is that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Snoopy. I'm more than capable enough for speaking myself. Like, come on. Why do I have to? I wouldn't have said that. Like, maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Snoopy. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book. That's like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire. I don't really believe in magic stuff. A grimoire is like that book of spells? I don't really know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it wasn't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open the page covered with arcane warning, cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it'll erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, like not rooted in dark magic? Maybe that's maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Nope, don't do it. You take your friend's advice, put the book away. It's almost time for class. Like, dude, that's a huge nope. I ain't messing with no voodoo, no black magic. Like everybody hates Chris says, like you can do white magic, pull a rabbit out of a hat, pick a card, any card. White magic is safe. Once you get to that black magic, it's a no from me, champ. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. I'm not gonna give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. He stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cheer tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs out to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably. Terrence! I told you never to come back here! Terrence! I will destroy you! Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Dude, why Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only Terrence, but another squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Snoopy, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into class. Sprinkles is interrupted by rears and sparks come from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. Oh my goodness, this Sparky Spark. I told you to save it for after class. Bzz, bzz. Oh, he's so sad. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clink appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clink's language of mechanical noises. Mrrr. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friend Jeff and Joan. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date. Bzz, beep. Brr. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold all hands. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clink begins to shudder. Poor Clink. Beep. Bzz. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clink. Ugh, what the f— Clink burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself has wheels, not feet. It's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, or deep-friend footwear, I guess it looks okay? Clink slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. What? I know, right? Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. TM. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over this floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit that carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining a wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off onto the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else wants to bring along. Yes! If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person and you shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheek. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea how to spend your time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van. I'll beat his pants off, that's for sure. And his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Snoopy's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by a new cram session. Colonel Sanders? Snoopy, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. I'm sorry, guys, I can't help it. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off. Fess up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. What, you measure that? You get in front of a football field and it's like... It's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping help of TLC. But it'll probably stop burning any second if you don't pull it out. Yikes! The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. You pull it out, dude. I'm sorry. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. Food war! You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes you'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their over-the-top shelves. Yeah, whatever. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe are fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they're preparing their food. Wow, this is getting serious! Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster! Van flexes his as he chops a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clink gets into it. 5-dial pressure point cook chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clink learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clinks and rolls him out the back of the arena. Bullet dodged. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to show her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Snoopy. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Snoopy, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Yeah, Aaron, I think you have something in your eye. Right? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly in your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied from the ingredient was made up, and where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve? What happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Skeeve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster notices you've got the wormwar stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles and a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. Oh, he's gonna cry. Oh, I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics in class. When I woke up, toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Let's just give up and drop out. Summon extra power from deep down within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your veins. Menergy. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Snoopy, you're the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've summoned immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their whole lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground, energy coursing through your veins. Your eyes roll into the back of your head. You start to glow. I don't know. Turn back in time, which would have been super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Snoopy, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. Yeah, I don't understand this game either. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. And all you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up. You're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have a surprising effect that surprises their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. Handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in USCLAL
history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Pranks! Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear his signature world beep or other onomatopoeia. What's that? How do you say that? Whatever. But there's none. Somehow you've got... He must have got unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That only leaves 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. That's what onomatopoeia. That's what it is. Thank you, onomatopoeia. Such a fun word to say, and I'm always forget it. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Yeah, no Gordon Ramsay cameo? Trash, dude. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy the rest of it myself. Dude, it's cursed, I know. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, really do. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Snoopy, for helping me believe in myself. Yeah, you floss on the daily, dude. You know, I feel it. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg crusted in axe hone urchin shell topped with caviar.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans into Swift at the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to pot it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof.
Please be gentle with my cuisine.
That's what I'm going to be saying later tonight. You know what I'm saying? Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in. He goes all in. Tongue first. Hot, dude. But he can't get past the needles. He reels back as the tongue is poked and prodded. Yee, ouch, my tongue. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keepeth poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van goes. Van does not go gentle tonight, dude. I'm getting tired. I'm sorry.
Disqualified for glamour.
Don't discount the sympathism.
This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Sequel? Question mark. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps a bowl of milk. Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it was quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating or attempting to taste it in any way. It is very fragile and is meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Snoopy? I told you, it's a display piece. Yeah, bro, what? Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And I did extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that's what we were having an eating exam. I just wanted to be judged on eating. I'd go to the College of Eating, school for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley as she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know how high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to keep fake nice and liked by everyone. She honestly looks like a Team Rocket member, doesn't she? Like the eyes and everything. You just cut that out and be like, Team Rocket, prepare to fight. You know, like. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If the class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious macaroni and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Man, that looks good. I want that. That looks so good. This is making me hungry. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blown me away. I'm in my 49 dog years of life. I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, you pass, you get a pass, you get a pass, everybody gets a pass. Boomer dog, you got him. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. Even they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl. They admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There was supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on! The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site for the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ Dog in the house.
You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog? This is stupid. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. That's a yikes, bro. Put on some clothes. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. Gladulations, I don't know. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never really a ghost. It was a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now everyone is together. It's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more from here on out. I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. I don't know. Students try to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know what? She's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the red carpet, you see perched atop his dirty little chef's hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I knew you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electrical hissing. It's Clank! He's still alive! Now that I graduated, I can reveal my truth. Wow, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I am actually feel like I knew that the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides no, obviously. I just began to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. Portal opens and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Ooh, he cleans up nice. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough just to give them a bucket of chicken. It's time for a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Snoopy, why are you sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. We're so in there. Up top.
No.
Okay. Man, I'm straight, but man, I wish he was on the KFC menu, right? As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Snoopy. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respects as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing with his other love the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh, my dear Snoopy, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. KFC! I can't believe this was actually greenlighted by KFC itself. Like, this was really something that a bunch of old guys sat around a table being like, yes. Yes. This, put it out there. This is our new marketing technique. And by golly, if it isn't working on me, it's made me so hungry. And I want one of them KFC bowls so bad. I'm so hungry right now. Yeah, dude, didn't even smash. Can't believe it. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's I Love You, Colonel Sanders. A finger-licking good dating simulator.